Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we can discuss Honey, Rise Up and Dance. So, this is the fourth movie. I was so enthusiastic about that title. This is the fourth movie in the Honey franchise, as far as I can figure out. Story's pretty well worn by this point. We haven't, it's always an underdog dancer or an underdog dance troupe. In this case, it's a young dancer who is constantly overshadowed by her older sister, even within her family. Like, her mom considers her sister to be the favorite, and her sister's got natural talent, and our character should just go and become a phlebotomist or something and let somebody else do the creative work. But of course, she doesn't want to do that. She pushes on. She tries out. There's an open tryout for like an elite dance team. She tries out, barely makes it in as an alternate, and that kind of lets her dig her feet in and push forward for what she wants, which is to outshine everybody and become the star. So these Honey movies are all pretty much the same. They always have that underdog story, and it works fine for this. I mean, if you're a fan of 80s movies, then you've certainly seen your fair share of movies where people have to flex their dance skills to win the the local rec center or whatever. In this case, though, it's just all motivated by her wanting to prove herself and prove that, she's as good of a dancer as she thinks she is. I don't have an issue with the fact that they scaled back the exposition in this one. I think that's actually a really positive thing because we know the story by now. It's so repetitive over this series. And again, it works, but it's just like we already know it. So they scale back the exposition, which is nice, and it means more dancing. But I don't feel like the scale here is that great. There's not a lot of spectacle or showmanship or pageantry here. Everything feels very small scale and simple. And I'm not an expert in dance by any means. But I also think that like a lot of times the music doesn't really fit the dance routines very well. The dance routines will be good, but it just doesn't sync up right. It's kind of like they did the routine and then the producer just picked a song and put it over the top of it. Anyway, I thought it was solid. If you like these kind of movies, there's nothing special or great about it, but it does have some decent dancing in it. So if that's all you're really looking for here in a simple story, there's nothing like patently terrible here, but it's also not over the top or super fun. It's just kind of like there if you're into the dancing. So that's my review of Honey, Rise Up and Dance. If you want to check out more, go to my website, markfusion.com, or go right here on YouTube to my movie review playlist. But thank you so much for watching this one. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.